Hey there, welcome to my channel. Today I'm super excited to share a personal journey that has been close to my heart, my 1 year steroid-free experience. I want this video to be a message of hope for everyone out there struggling with this condition. So if you're one of those beautiful people, be sure to leave a comment and hit that subscribe button. So before we dive into my story, I want to emphasize the fact that I'm not a medical professional, and this is only based on my personal experience and what has worked for me. So now let's rewind 15 years ago when I was a little kid and I had those little patches on the inside of my elbow and on the back of my knees. It wasn't much of a problem because I would ask my parents to apply a little lotion and it would heal in 2 or 3 days. But the real problems came when I was in 10th grade, when I was 15 years old. Basically, all of a sudden my whole body started to itch, to sting. The redness was so bad that my dad had to pick me up. So from that day on, my parents told me that we had to do something. So they drove me to dermatologists, to allergists. I had so many prescriptions, and it's maybe 1/3 of it. Steroid creams for the redness, greasy lotions for the dryness, and I had antihistamines for the itching. It went on like that for 3 to 4 years, and now that I think about it, it was a catastrophe. I would get so self-conscious at school. I was becoming depressed. I was so itchy at night. I couldn't sleep. Some days were good, but most of them were really bad. Then I changed dermatologists and I got prescribed Protopic. It worked wonders, but the drawback was that I had to apply it 2 to 3 days a week at night. The burning was so unbearable that I couldn't fall asleep and it was so hard to wake up in the mornings. So that's when I came to the realization that I was addicted to a medication. If I was to stop Protopic for, let's say, 1 or 2 weeks, my skin would get itchy and all over the place again. And the cycle was there again, all the itching, all the self-consciousness, and it was unbearable. Last year, I was in La Réunion. I was determined to find a healthier and more sustainable solution. I started researching and I found two interesting people, Tano and Rob Stewart. These two guys share the same story. They healed their eczema, they healed their dry skin, and now they're teaching their clients. Their approach is very similar. It's all about moving, eating, cleansing, and mindset. Now, I want to show you guys the pictures I've taken during my journey. So let's now review what I've got. So this first picture is my foot when I first started the first week. So it was 1 year ago. I was still on steroid. I just stopped cold turkey that day, and you can see that my skin is still bad. So in my opinion, steroids are not a long-term solution. So you can see all the dryness. Still a picture of my foot, my belly, my knees, super dry. Not super dry, but still dry even though I'm on medication. My hands with cracks and open wounds, my eyes. So now we're reviewing 1 week or 1 or 2 weeks after I stopped cold turkey. You can see that my face was a real drawback. Like this, it was so hard to go in public and I was super self-conscious. But you can see all the dryness. It was hard to smile. My eyes were really puffy. My foot, like this picture is so hard to see. Like my foot, it had no literal skin. It was so cracked. Like I could barely like walk. My face super dry. All these all this flakiness on my face, really hard. So this is a month after, a little bit of improvement, but not much. Still all the flaking on my face. As you can see, like my face was really, I mean, it's still something that I'm really conscious about. And I mean, that's when you interact, that's what the people are looking. So that's something that I really wanted to heal and I really wanted to see improvement. And I'm lucky because that's where I found the most improvement on my body. So this is another interesting photo. Uh, so this photo is where it's maybe 1 or 2 months after. Um, yeah, 2 months after. Like when I would wake up, I wouldn't be able to open my mouth or to smile. I couldn't do that, and it was really hard. Even to eat was so dry, so much dryness. That's another one. Like that's a picture I took when I went back from school, and I took a picture because I was feeling really uncomfortable. People were looking at me really weird, and that's when I came to the realization that my face looked like that. So it was pretty sad. Still, my foot, which is really dry, scaly, but you can see some healing. Like for example, this one, still a picture of my foot. My hands really dry, really red, really itchy. Still my foot, a lot of healing. My skin was getting really discolored. Like I was, maybe it was the winter, but it was also the dryness, the constant dryness on my face. My legs, my foot were really scaly. Like all across my room, there would be those flakes. Like I had to broom every day to remove those flakes. This is crazy. But that also means that there's healing, so that's good. My my right foot, my face. You can see those patches, those red patches on my face. My legs, my face. There's some improvement. My face is getting a little bit smoother, but there's still some flakiness. This one, basically, I got gifted a um, a visit to a spa, a huge spa with Dead Sea salt water in the pools. But the day, like, was super cool. But the day after, I was so flaky. My skin would get so dry. A lot of flakiness. So my foot, my hand started to heal. No more cracking on the side of my hand. My foot still to this day, it's still a problem. But there's some healing. My face is getting better. My hands as well. Less redness. My foot, as you can see, my face is getting way better, way better. My hands as well. A little bit of flakiness, but it's not as bad as the beginning. So my face, and now, so we're probably around 8 months. Let me think. Yeah, 8 month. Um, and you can really see the improvement, especially in my face. There's something that appeared during my journey. It was those small bumps, almost like allergies, but I didn't know why. But it went like that for, let's say, 1 month, and then it went away. My face, like as you can see, that's a pretty good photo. And this one is a really important. So basically, that's a video, but I had a really big problem in my social life, and I was so stressed that I scratched all night, and then my skin was all over the place again. So that's a big flare up, and it was like 2 months ago. But I healed from it. Oh, this picture is really good. So basically, my face, and this one, I use it to really compare from the beginning of my journey from now and now. Um, it's it's a real improvement that I'm really proud about. Healing does happen, and you just gotta keep on going. Now I'm gonna share my experience with the healing process. First off, I cleaned my diet, because obviously when you're trying to heal, you want to watch everything you put in your body. We're trying to heal from the inside out. Don't go too crazy about it. If you feel a certain way, if you feel bad after a meal, just don't eat it. That's as simple as that. What I would recommend is eating real food that comes from the earth: fruits, veggies, meat, etc., etc. It just all comes down to you. It doesn't mean that you can't have a little treat. every once in a while, as long as you stick to your diet. This one is a little bit trickier. Moving. Since the sweat is a big no-go for dry skin and eczema, you want to watch out. So basically, itching was and still is to this day my main challenge. Find something you're comfortable with. So personally, I like skateboarding, but I know that if I skateboard alone, I'll get super itchy. So I found a hack. I always try to find people to be around me, because when there's people around you, you're distracted by them. You don't think about itching. Of course, that won't work for everybody. That's my personal tips. So that's why you need to find something that fits you. And one activity I would pretty much recommend to everyone that's suffering with this condition, it's swimming, and preferably in natural bodies of water. But the pools are fine, but the chlorine might be a problem. But when you swim, you don't itch. And the last point is mindset. That's really a really important one. And personally, I'm the kind of person that keeps everything for himself, every emotion, and it just keeps on spinning in your head, and it's a really weird cycle. But hear me out. Our brain can do so much. You don't even imagine. So something my girlfriend keeps on saying is that your body is a reflection of your mental state. Let me explain. For example, if you get into a big argument and just sit there doing nothing, torturing yourself, thinking, what if, what if, what if? Your body is going to signal you that you have to move, do something. And if you just sit there in your bed, you're gonna just scratch, or I don't know what, stress out, get anxiety. I'm gonna get on a more spiritual side, man. Listen, you gotta listen to your heart, the little voice you hear when you want to do something. Don't let your brain mess up your thoughts. Work on yourself. You're the most important thing in your life, not your job. You are the most important thing in your life. At the end, it's all about treating your body well. Good nutrition, good hydration, moving, resting, proper sleep, and a good mindset. Mindset is really important. You gotta keep track of your healing and move forward. To do so, you can journal, write what is going well, what is not. So journaling is a good way to keep track of your mental state and your small victories. You can also take pictures, as I've been doing for 1 year. Is that sometimes you can heal really fast, then it can slow down, even go down, but then it goes up again, and it's all about 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Some of you might be faster healers than others, but healing takes time. So what's important is to believe that you are still going forward. It's gonna be a long way. Healing takes time. But before I turn off the camera, I want to thank you, everybody that has supported me throughout my journey, especially my girlfriend. Your kind words, encouragement, your personal story have kept me motivated to go forward. I hope that by sharing my experience, I can inspire and help others that are going through the same challenges as me. And I also hope that will educate some people about this condition. And even if somebody told you that your skin is weird, you're still a beautiful human.